How are you doing, all my viewers and my friends? How are you doing tonight? Yes, I am your girl, Auntie Jen, and we are on tonight for live discussion. Yes, live discussion. You can call in. You can call in tonight and share in the discussion. So, I am going to start to talk about the forgotten book of the Bible, which is, we seldomly hear it used, whether in churches or read anywhere else, the book of Solomon. And as you will see on the thumbnail, we're talking about relationship. We are talking about should Christian use fake things. We will discuss a lot of things. Tonight we are discussing things that we seldomly speak about in church, because it's like a curse if we should speak about these topics. So I am here. So look at the book of Solomon. The book of Solomon is a book that I don't know for what reason why the folks don't read it in the church. If anybody on this live can tell me why the book of Solomon is the forgotten book in the Bible within the church. Anybody can come on and tell me that when last have you heard a passage read from the book of Solomon? And what is it about the book of Solomon why it is ignored by the church, when most of it have something to do with relationship? The book of Solomon have a lot of nice things in it to tell us about relationship. Anybody on the live tonight can tell me something from the book of. Remember, you can call in. The number is 345-327-6123 to call in and to share on this live tonight. Good night to those of you on. Good night. So let's look at the book of Solomon. Let me give you an overview of what the book is all about. The Songs of Solomon is part of the collection of the Old Testament works, known as the Megillah scroll. The other books that are included in this group with the book of Solomon are the book of Ruth, Esther, and Ecclesiastes and Lamentation. The Song of Solomon is important in the Jewish tradition. You hear this? That the book of Solomon is important because its portion of it were used to sing at the annual feast Passover. But what we know, good night Beverly, how are you doing? Oh, she dressed up like a queen tonight. Well, I am going to meet the king tonight, baby. I am going to meet the king tonight. Yes. Talking about from the book of Solomon, and I'm talking about relationship. And whoever want to call in and share, you know, whether you have good experience or bad experience and you want to share it, you can call and share it. So the book of Solomon, and I'm talking about the book of Solomon because it is one of the forgotten books in the Bible. That, Beverly, when last have you heard a scripture read in church from the book of Solomon? Type in the chat. Type in the chat for me, Beverly. When last have you heard a passage from the book of Solomon been read in the congregation? Let us be honest on this live tonight. Type in the chat and tell me when last have you heard it read. Well, obviously nobody not typing in. That means Nobody have ever heard it been read. So I am calling it the forgotten book of the Bible. I don't know why we are afraid. Trevor Richards said long time. Beverly said, I can't recall. Why is this so, my people? Are we afraid of ourselves? Are we afraid to discuss among ourselves what is discussed in this book? It was a book back then that used to be read at the annual feast, Passover. This book of Solomon was written by King Solomon. One factor which substantiated this fact is that the ancient Jewish tradition has held that he was the author. Furthermore, the style and the vocabulary are very similar to the book of Ecclesiastes. Oh, Beverly, you're so bad. I hear it on the phone. That is when you put it on the phone. I don't know why they don't want to read the book of Solomon that relates to relationship in church. Somebody needs to tell me why on this live. For those of you who are on the live, type in the chat, why do you think they don't want to read the book of Solomon? Why is it they don't want to read the book of Solomon? What is it in the book why they don't want to read it? Remember, as you come in, you must thumbs up the live in order to send the message out and to support the live. Oh, you hear it on the phone recently. I'm talking about not on the phone, Beverly. I am talking about in the church. I am talking about in the church, Beverly. Trevor, are you still there? Why is it this book is not read in churches? Good night, Keisha. How are you, baby? Talking about relationship. I'm talking about everything. I'm talking about you can call in those who know the number. I'm talking about should Christian also use the fake stuff them. You know what I'm talking about, right? And we're talking about the forbidden book, the book of Solomon. Why is it been read more frequently? Of a fact, some of you been going to church. We are afraid to preach about. That's it, Trevor. That's the living fact, my brother. That is the right thing. They are afraid to talk about love. How could you be afraid to talk about love when love is very important in the believer's life? It should be the first and foremost thing we are talking about in the church, about love. Good night, Keisha. Say, I am good. Thanks for asking. Keisha is laughing about the fake stuff. Alright, since you are laughing about the fake stuff, what is your belief of Christian using fake stuff? Keisha? Because we not talk about it, so I'm using my platform to talk about it tonight. Tell me why. Tell me what you think about it. Is it right or is it wrong? Just go and type in the chat. So let me continue to talk about the book of Solomon. And as Trevor said, we are afraid to preach about love. They always talk, oh, for God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son, that whosoever believeth in him should not perish but have everlasting life. And then we are going to go and say, such love that a man should lay down his life for his friend. And then we go back and we say, oh, a new commandment he has gave us, that we should love one another as how we love ourselves. But then when you come on about relationship and to talk about relationship and how you should approach it, how you should angle it in the church, we are running away from it and we're afraid of it. No wonder why, as I talk time and time again on this live, about why so much marriage or dissolution of marriages in the church. So let me go as I read and let you know here. Let us look at chapter 1 of what it said. Listen what it said. Let him kiss me with the kisses of his mouth. What is wrong with that? Let him kiss me with the kisses of his mouth. That should not happen. I believe if you learn your partner, you will be able to enjoy him fully. Of course it is. Of course it is. We're coming into some very important thing here tonight. So the book is saying, Solomon 1, the Songs of Solomon, which is Solomon. It said, let him kiss me with the kisses of his mouth, for as I love is better than wine. Oh, how do you explain that one for me? Explain it. Let him kiss me with the kisses of his lip. Because what? For his love is better than wine. Let me hear what the believers them have to say tonight. Come on, type in. Are you afraid? Keisha said, no fake stuff for anyone. No fake stuff. Are you hearing the verse that I just read? Let me read it again. Let him kiss me with the kisses of his mouth, for as I love is better than wine. What is Solomon saying in that verse? Let him kiss me with the kisses of his mouth. You saw me dress up tonight? It's romance, slow, and oh gosh, Keisha, you're on point in a girl. I love when I have some of my viewers who understand what I'm saying. It's romance, slow and steady. Anybody else have any view on that? We have somebody on the live tonight who understand exactly what I'm saying. Let him kiss me with the kisses of his mouth, for as I love is better than wine. Let him kiss me with the kisses of his mouth, for his love is better than wine. So I want something else more. Keisha said it's romance, slow and steady. I want to hear somebody else on the live tell me what Solomon was saying. How would you explain it in your own word? Remember to thumbs up the live while you comes in. Where is Trevor? Trevor, come in. Tell me what Solomon was saying here. Chapter 1 of Solomon and verse 1. Verse 2 says, let him kiss me with the kisses of his mouth, for thy love is better than wine. What does he mean when he says, thy love is better than wine? Come on, man. Because when he finished, I am. Put one little, if you don't want to write out what all of the word is, put something there and me understand. For thy love is better than wine. Somebody type in the chat what Solomon was saying. Let me see if I can get some people here. Trevor said, soon be back, going to have some coffee. Did you just type the answer before you go, man? Soon be back, I'm going to have some coffee. Understand that? Or you can call the number when you come back. The number is, somebody in the chat who know the number, type in the number so that any of the persons on the live want to call in, to share in with relationship and why is the book of Solomon. It's me and his love is pure. Yes, but there's something I'm looking for you to say, you know. When Solomon used this and Solomon says, Let him kiss me. Let him kiss me with the kisses of his mouth, for thy love is better than wine. You see that? Even now on the live, some of you are not even interacting with the passage because we not even know about the passage. 3, 2, 3, 4, 1. Let me put the 1 before it so everybody have it. 1, 3, 4, 5, 3, 2, 7, 61, 23. Let me do that again. 1, 3, 4, 5, and it's a WhatsApp number. You can call in and share what you think about why. Beverly said, I will be intoxicated with his love. Alright, I see you get there. I see you thinking, Beverly. I see you thinking. Yes. Let me read verse 3 of it. Because of the savour of thy good ointment, thy name is an ointment poured forth, therefore do the virgin love thee. We're talking about why is the book of Solomon an hidden book? An hidden book that we don't read. I like what Beverly right now. Because I will be intoxicated with love. I love that. I really love that. Keisha, you calling in? Call in, man. Tell me when I'm ready for calling. Let me make sure my thing on, you know. Yeah. Anybody want to call in and explain why Solomon say let him kiss me with the kisses of his lip? You want to share anything about relationship, whether it was good, whether it was bad, and what you think about Christian using false things? So you have a lot of stuff to talk about. Is that correct? 1, 3, 4, 5, 3, 2, 7, 61, 23. Write it in the chat, let me see. Keisha. Write it in the chat. Is that correct? Repeat, please. Alright. 1, 3, 4, 5. 3, 2, 7. 61, 23. You get that now? Alright, so you can call in now and explain why you think the book of Solomon is the forgotten book and is not been read in the churches. Keisha, let me know if you get the number. 3, 4, 5, 3, 2, 7, 6, 1, 2, 3. So let me continue read from the book of Solomon till you call. Verse 5 says, I am black but comely, O ye daughters of Jerusalem, as the tent of Kedar, as the curtain of Solomon. Look not upon me because I am black, because the sun had looked upon me. My mother's children were angry with me. They made me keeper of the vineyard, but mine own vineyard have I not keep. And you know it was, yes, in the chat. Type it in the chat for me. I can't, when I'm on my phone, I realize I can't write. But when I'm on the laptop, but I was using the laptop, but I realized the pictures are too, you know, not a brilliant picture out there. Yeah, we're talking about the book of Solomon. Why is it not read in church more frequently? What is it they are afraid of? So I'm going to skip over to chapter 2 says, I am the rose of Sharon and the lily of the valley. Good night, Aunt Barbara said, good night, Auntie Jen. You look beautiful. Love your ribbon. I'm going to meet the king tonight, girl. I'm on relationships. And why is the book of Solomon not being read more frequently? And should Christian use fake thing, you know what I mean? The fake up one in relationship. So he said, as the lily among the thorns, so is my love among the daughters. As the apple tree among the trees of the wood, so is my beloved among the sons. I sat down under the shadow with great delight, and his fruit was sweet to my taste. Alright, I'm coming up. Hello. How are
Hello,
you?
good night. Jen?
Yes, this Auntie Jen. How are you doing, baby?
I'm good. Good night, everyone.
All right, go ahead.
You're hearing me properly?
I am hearing you clearly.
Okay, good. So I'm calling from Jamaica. There are 3 points I'd like to make. One, as it regards to Solomon.
Yeah.
I think that the pastors are somewhat afraid because Solomon was from a different era, meaning he was allowed to have so many wives, concubines, etc. So, in my opinion, to some extent, they don't know how to kind of make that assimilate into a one-woman, one-man kind of relationship. It's difficult.
Okay.
Right? And one would have probably can conclude that because he had so many of women, so many women, so many concubines, etc., he would have learned tricks and things that the average man with one man or woman would not necessarily have known or will know or ever know. That's not my opinion. That's one of the things, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right? Avoid the topic. Because you know how people are. They're going to say, but so how come now we can only have one person? Solomon did do this, and you know how we are. So that's one.
Yeah.
And 2, I think also there's a bit of, let me put it this way. Don't sound good, but it's true because of the truth. There's a bit of hypocrisy in the church, right? And when I say hypocrisy, you know, there's a saying that some people want to live in heaven while they're on earth, but in reality you must live here and prepare yourself for heaven.
Yes.
They're not necessarily real. We're not necessarily, well, some persons are not necessarily real. So the real subjects are not discussed, like sex. And around the corner, you have, you know, it's bad. I'm going to say some bad stuff, but it's true.
No, I know exactly what you're going to say. Go ahead without any doubt. Say it.
Okay, so they're pastors. How are you gonna stand in front of the congregation telling about one man and one woman and romance when you're sleeping with the congregation?
Yes.
That's gonna be challenging for he's looking at his girlfriends down there, and God, he knows maybe a boyfriend. So it's gonna be difficult to have that conversation. That's one of the things I think.
No.
And back to the
point.
fact, yes.
Go ahead.
Are you there, Kitchen?
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead. I'm hearing you clearly.
Okay. And the other thing about the hypocrisy, it's big, as in, I think the church can make up its mind what the limitations are for the bedroom. That's what I think, because the Bible says that for a married couple, you have to correct me now, because I'm not up in the church, and I have an idea, but I'm not necessarily where you are, that the bed is undefiled for a married couple. Is that correct?
Yeah, that's what the scripture said. Marriage is honorable and the bed is undefiled.
Right. So I think there is a little bit of confusion with the parameters of how that is supposed to happen.
Yes.
Because I don't know if you're aware, in some churches they think that, I don't want to use these words, oral is a bad thing and certain things are a bad thing. While another person might say, oh, but it's my husband, God said I can't do anything with him. So I think they kind of avoid the subject because it's controversial.
I get your point, and your point
So there's that.
taken.
Go ahead, Auntie J.
No, I'm saying I'm listening to you, and your point are well taken, and you're on point that the church is afraid to speak about love and all of that. Well, with the part that you spoke about with Solomon, why you think they're afraid? Because Solomon had many wives. But as you talk about the dispensational era, at that time, he could have any amount of wife he could manage. But now under the grace dispensation, we know that there are boundaries. We are permitted to
Correct.
Right. The Bible says to avoid fornication, let every man have his own wife. And every woman should have their own husband. So we understand that. That doesn't have anything to do with how we make the expressions towards love. Why are we afraid to use the expression like, let me kiss you with the kisses of my lips?
No, I haven't come to the expression of that part yet. About the expression of the love. I was just responding to why I thought that it's kind of difficult for them to kind of move from the many wives that he was allowed to having one woman. Because remember, I'm speaking from you and our perspective as women.
Yeah.
We are made from what they say biologically to want to feel for one person. Yeah. But a man naturally, they say, don't feel that way. Right? So that's the point I was making when I think that the Solomon and what they did, I'm not sure if the pastor know how to really assimilate that into one person. Even as a man, especially where the man is concerned, and most pastors are men. That's what I think.
Yeah.
As it relates to our expression of love, I'm of the view that since we're Jamaican, I'm going to speak from a Jamaican perspective, right?
Yes.
I think that Jamaican men, because of how they're raised, to not be, they're hurting and they mustn't cry. And all these things, they fall on the ground. Something's going on with them. You should show no emotion. I think that is transferred in the very way they love their women. You sure I'm going, Auntie?
Yeah, I understand clearly what you're saying.
So I think it's not necessarily that they don't want to do it. I think some of them, honest God, don't know how to. Because they were not cultured that way. And if you speak to a lot of men, they will tell you that, oh, I've never been kissed by my dad. I mean, when you're a little boy, you can't be kissed. Nothing's wrong with that. A hug and an embrace. Nothing is wrong with that. I mean, as you grow up, you set different boundaries with your children. I've never been hugged by my mother. little things like that. So I don't think we're the most expressive as it relates to love for significant others or other in general.
Yes.
That's what I think. And I've happened to date people out of my culture, and they put us to shame.
Wow.
They are so loving. And I would not say that the Jamaican man does not appreciate you, therefore he doesn't show appreciation, or he doesn't buy you flowers, he doesn't do the niceties and romanticies. And I think it's not because he lacks the love for you, it's that he's just not cultured that way. He's just not cultured that way. There's just a few persons that are that way that you say loving. And then guess what you're going to hear? That those men are clingy. Or they're simps.
Yeah.
Simpletons.
Yeah. Are them a one burner?
So,
are them a one burner?
Good. Are them is idiots, and them is everything that's negative, as opposed to, my God, I've got a good man, or she has a good, you know?
Yes, yes.
So I think that is the reason. I remember dating somebody that I will not mention what place, but Auntie Jenna get a rose every day. Do you believe me?
Wow.
A rose every day. And it's not necessarily a rose. Let me be correct. He would just pick a flower and bring to me every day.
Yes.
I had so much flowers that I would just throw them away. And I remember I would be arguing. Imagine I bring these flowers to you and you don't appreciate. Well, Auntie Jenna, may I do a flower every day?
Well,
not even me, that I think was raised lovingly. We don't need our flowers every day. I didn't know what to do with it.
No, but that was his way of expressing his love.
Yeah, and I understand that. I'm just saying, even as somebody that I'm very loving with my family, because people always say, oh my God, you know, they call us on the road when they see us walking, Auntie Jen.
Yeah.
Then so we're funny. You know, we're negative.
Yeah, yeah.
So we're funny.
Yeah.
She and her girlfriend that, you know, and that will be my little sister under my arm. You know what I mean?
Oh, yes, yes.
I go up the road and say my brother are going to embrace it, because that's how we are raised. To express love and appreciation to each other.
Yes.
Give gifts and those things. But I realize that's not the case in many homes. So I think that is the problem. So it's not necessarily that it doesn't exist. That kind of romanticizing kind of thing is that it's not necessarily our culture.
That's true.
That's what I think.
All right, thanks for
So it's not that the man... Sorry, Auntie Jen, go ahead.
No, I think you were stopping, so that's why I was going to say something. Go ahead and finish what you're saying.
Yeah, I'm saying, so I don't necessarily think that it's from a bad place, but they just don't know better. I've seen people that say they love their wives, and I'm like, I couldn't be with that person, Auntie Jen, because in my opinion, me not feel no love, and me not see no love. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean?
I know
my
what you mean.
Definition of it.
Yeah.
But the person love him wife, in love her. It's just that the expression is not there.
And that's
the expression when me and you talking about now, the Solomon lovey-dovey kind of business.
Yes, that's what we're talking about. I'm not hearing you. You gone?
Yes.
Oh.
Pardon?
No, I didn't hear you.
Pardon me?
I'm not hearing you good.
I'm still here.
Yeah, you're breaking up.
I'm still here.
You're breaking up.
Are you hearing me okay?
Yeah, I hear you.
Now?
I hear you more clearer now.
Okay. Yes, so that's my take on that.
Thank you for your contribution.
That really is my take.
Yeah. All right, my caller. Thank you for the contribution. Your points are well taken. I'm going to elaborate on it a little so you can listen on the live what I'm going to say now.
All right then.
Yeah.
Okay, good night.
Good night, good night. All right. So what she was saying, I just see what the topic is about tonight. We're talking about relationship. We are talking about should Christian use the fake stuff, you know, in relationship? And why is it the book of Solomon becomes the hidden book in the Bible? And as the caller just point out, because of our culture in Jamaica could play a factor within the church, why a lot of the pastors or whoever it is. Good night, Babette, and good night, Audrey, and good night, Barbara, and good night, Tracy, and welcome. Are not romantic. They don't really have the expression, you know, to really, like what she was saying, maybe they don't read Solomon because they don't want anyone to really, to believe that it is right to have a whole lot of, oh, she's still on, let me get her, to have a whole lot of women. But even though they are not reading it, let me sit here and you on the live, talk the truth that God loves, because we are just laying it straight. And this channel, we just deal with things as it is. As it is. They don't want to express the love that Solomon talk about. Like they would come in the church and pray and read the passage and say, let him kiss me with the kisses of his mouth, for as I love is better than wine. And we don't want to come in the church and use the expression, I am the rose of Sharon and the lily of the valley. As the lilies among the thorns, so is my love among the daughters. We are afraid to come and read it from the book, don't? The same book that we are preaching the blessing from and the anticipation from. Why is this so? Anybody else want to share? Anybody else want to share their view on why this is so? You can call the number. Why we're afraid to talk about love in the church or relationship and love? So what I want to ask some of you on the live tonight, when you're approached, whether by a male or a female, how do you respond? How do you respond to someone? If someone come and say, I love you, how do you respond back to I love you? You just laugh and you don't say nothing at all. And what do you do as a church person? How you respond? When you're in a relationship and as the caller just talk about, the bed is undefiled as a child of God, and you're there. Well, I'm not saying to come here to tell me, but you don't say any little love, nothing you know say. Or they talk to me on the live. You don't say no little, you don't say let me kiss you with the kisses of your lips. You don't say nothing at all. How the lives are dead tonight? I'm going to type in the chat, let me say if I'm still on the live. I am saying to the church folks, because this need to be addressed, you know. It need to be addressed. We come and we talk about all the glorious prosperity and everything, and all the benefits that God is going to give. What about making love with your spouse in the church? Why is it we don't want to read from the book of Solomon? Barbara I say I love you too. Well, that's very nice of you. That's very nice of you, Barbara, to say I love you too. But when last any of you in here on this live really use any quotation from the book of Solomon within your love making? Oh, Beverly said a wedding would be a great. Not even when I hear them read it, Beverly. Not even when they're not reading the book. So I'm here on this medium tonight, reading the book for you, reading the book of Solomon for you. I am reading the book of Solomon for you tonight. Anybody else want to call in and share? Why we don't want to talk about it? I'll read this one. When Solomon said, as the lily among the thorn, so is my love among the daughters. What was Solomon saying there? Let me see you type in the chat. Alright, Keisha said also people have different love language, which go back to compatibility. Well, yeah. Alright, let me break down what I'm talking about. I am specifically speaking about those of us who are church folks, who are afraid to read the book of Solomon. That's what I'm talking about when it comes on to relationship. It's like we're afraid of our own selves. So that's what we are here talking about tonight. But I want you to type in the chat. Solomon saying chapter 2 of Solomon 2 verse 2 said, as the lily among thorns, so my love among the daughters. Type it in the chat. Let me see if you understand what Solomon was saying. And as Keisha said, people have different love language. Keisha, type in one of your love language. That he loves his wife, alright? I hear somebody else away from Beverly typing something else. What was Solomon saying when he said, as the lily among thorns, so is my love among the daughters? What was Solomon saying? I know a lot of you will never be able to unravel this book because it never bring up in a Bible study. It never preach a message from it. We don't read it for no passage. We never make a team around it for conferences or convention. I never see it. Anyhow it happened maybe 2 out of 10. And I've never seen it. And I want to know why. Touch. No, I not mean that the way Keisha. Touching the area, you must have a touch. I am meaning what words come from your mouth. What give me one of the words that come from your mouth. Audrey saying he loves his wife very much. I know none of you are going to get this revelation. I will send the answer to you in the WhatsApp. Not to be too provocative on the live, I will send it to you on the WhatsApp, what Solomon means. Listen what Solomon says again. As the apple tree among the tree of the wood, so is my beloved among the sons. I sat down under the shadow of great delight, and his fruit was sweet to my taste. He brought me to the banqueting house, and his banner over me is love. Stay me with flag and comfort, me with apple, for I am sick of love. What was Solomon saying? Are you getting what Solomon was saying? Tell me what Solomon was saying. Let me read it again for you. Listen, and open your understanding. Thumbs up the live while you just come in. Listen carefully again. Tracy, and you're on the live. Tracy, I want you to answer this question. What was Solomon saying? Solomon saying verse chapter 2 of Solomon. He said, I am the rose of Sharon and the lily of the valley. Listen what I'm saying now. As the lily is among the thorns. Now, let me get you back to verse 1, make you understand here tonight. I am the rose of Sharon. Who is the rose of Sharon? And the lily of the valley. So he said, as the lily is among the thorns, so my love is among the daughters. I mean hugs and reassurance. None of you on the live not getting me tonight. Not one of you here understanding me tonight. Let me see if I can break it down again. I am saying to you on the live, and I'm talking to those who have relationship. I just said love making was good. That's what Solomon was talking about. Alright? I am saying in the process of love making. What type of words? Just one word that some of you use. Listen what Solomon was saying in chapter 1. He said, let him kiss me with the kisses of his mouth, for thy love is better than wine. So I was saying he was using expression here. When in you as a person, what type of expression do you make or you use? You don't have no little sweet words that you say. You want to tell me that because we're in church, we not even that we can express. Come on now, on this life. Somebody call in and talk. You don't have no special word. All of you on this life. Keisha said the depths of his love, the distance he will go, and the value she owed to him. Very good way to you're on track. But I'm still waiting for somebody on the live. Do you want me to tell you one expression I used to use? Let me say if you don't want to hear my expression. Since you don't understand what I'm saying here. Are you saying that we are on this live tonight? Because this live is not for kids, so it's adult thing here. And you're telling me that none of us can share an expression we make? Alright, since you can't tell me the expression, type in the chat what kind of sound you make. Type in the chat what type of sound you make. Someone is calling, but I can't take the call. Come on, those on the live. Come on. Everybody on this live tonight, get lively. I am asking you for an expression. You're not giving me an expression. You see where we're a problem? Because nobody will come out among us and talk like what I'm saying. I am saying if you don't have an expression, since you never know of it, I am saying you must make a sound. So write in the chat and give me a little heads up of what type of sound. If you don't have the expression, you must have a sound. Babette said he was enjoying his romance. I think the Adventists read when they are having the bone of bone. I don't understand. I don't know nothing about that. Good night, Merita. How are you? Merita, we are talking about relationship. And we're also talking about should Christian use the faith thing. And we're also talking about, good night, Pat. We're also talking about why is it we are afraid to read the book of Solomon as how we read the other rest of book. We have 66 books and we read the 65 of them, but we leave out Solomon. Why? Why are we afraid as children of God to use expression of love? Why is it so? Anybody want to call in and share your view? If you want to call in and also share about a bad relationship that you have gone through, or a good one. Yes, Solomon is the love book. But how often have we read the love book? Why we are afraid to read? Let me kiss you with the kisses of my lips, because your lips are sweeter than wine. Why Solomon say your lips are sweeter than wine? You can see you can see we're not flowing, you know. Patsy, I read the book. We are not flowing tonight. Why Solomon say, I kiss you with the kisses of my lips? Because your lips are sweeter than wine. What type of expression what was Solomon talking about? What was Solomon feeling? I want somebody on the live to tell me what type of feeling Solomon was having. Come Come on, man. What type of feeling, what kind of expression was he making? What would make him make that expression? Let me kiss you with the kisses of your lips because your lips are sweeter than wine. None of you on this life can tell me what Solomon was saying. No, man. We're really backward as the church. Why? So come on, somebody on the line. Why Solomon used the expression from the book of Solomon 1 verse 2, let him kiss me with the kisses, let him kiss me with the kisses of his mouth, for as I love is better than wine. An expression he was using. Why he used the expression? Honey, your love is sweet. Oh yeah, Beverly, you know things, man. That's so nice. That's so nice. That's a nice expression. Honey, your love is sweet, of course. Babette said, break it down, Auntie. No, hold on there. Oh man. Babette, me have to laugh. Then that means you see that we are in problem. That when we come out of the church feeling filled up of the Holy Spirit, and then we get home now to do our duties, we don't know how to express love. And then when somebody uses an expression to us, we don't understand what the expression means. Oh, well, Pat, she get there little by little. Pat said Solomon was feeling an orgasm. And he also want to water the garden. You're learning, Pat. Pat, you're learning. I like how you understand it, because you hear, before you came in, I give an overview of the book of Solomon. Love is sweeter than wine. Why is love sweeter than wine, Jennifer? Give me why he used that expression. Audrey said, the taste of love is good. Jennifer, your love is sweeter than wine. Sometimes you say, yeah, that's true. That's a sound most people make. Or maybe I could have said almost everybody make that sound. Oh my God. No. The taste of love is good. Ronald Mendoza. Come on, everybody on the line. Beverly, give me one of the sound where we say, I think almost everybody use that sound. Now this is a strange lesson to the church, eh? My God Almighty, help us here. This should not be among us. This should not be that we are not engulfed in love in every aspect of our life as becoming saints. And that's one of the reasons that we can't even live good with each other in the church, because we are not engulfed in love. Wife and husband should be in, let me tell you, man. Oh my Lord. Me not see nobody ever tell me the expression, you know. None of your fans, scream. Oh yes, Babette. Let me give Babette a clap. Let me give Babette a clap. A screaming sound. Anybody else ever make a screaming sound? Boy, no must say where Auntie Jane come from. No, you never say take time, no? None of you never use that expression, take time. Watch my people them on the live tonight. Can you thumbs up the live? I think some other people want to hear this tonight. Watch my church people, them out there quiet. So for you too bad, you know. No, Sophie, make me. Sophie, you're too bad. Sophie. No, man. Me not think they talk the bad word at all. No, sir. Something go like that for real, Sophie? Me never hear no one there before. What a bad. No. Me never hear no one before. But maybe you can write it, okay? It just depends. By the time. But I'm actually talking about those of us in the church tonight. So I wouldn't anticipate them to be saying that. But me never turn idiot. No. I'm glad me do the live today. Can't make me. When I tell a lie, it'll make me laugh, man. So for make me have to really laugh tonight. Me never know so them. But we're talking about church people. It shouldn't be that they said that word though. They should be more saying something more, you know? Alright, let me read something else from the Solomon story where we're afraid to talk about. I think in chapter Alright, so listen. Patricia did with laugh. We have to laugh. I love this today. Listen to in chapter 4 of Solomon, it says, Behold, thou art fair, my love. Behold, thou art fair. Thou hast dove eyes within thy locks. Thy ear is like a flock of goat that appear from Mount of Gilead. What is Solomon saying? I know some of you not get the drift, you know. What is Solomon saying here? Let me read it again and say if you are following. Sophia is best tonight. That's all we know. Say Sophia is best tonight. Let me read again what Solomon is saying. Let me say if you're following now. Behold, thou art fair, my love. Behold, thou art fair. Thou hast dove eyes within thy locks. Thy ear is a flock of goat that appear from Mount Gilead. What is Solomon saying? None of you not plug in, you know. None not plug in tonight, you know. As I said, I said the answer them on the WhatsApp. Anybody who is not on the WhatsApp, get onto the WhatsApp and I will send you the answer. We're not giving away all our answers. So anybody get with answers. Answers is for us. Listen again. Behold, thou art fair. Listen again good. My love, behold, thou art fair. Thou hast dove high. You see me talk how to make expression. I want to understand what Solomon said. So you have your person and you look at them and they want to look at you and you just make them feel so nice and calm and just charm them. And you say, boy, your eyes them look like a dove. Her beauty catches eye and is captivated. Yes, you are beautiful. But I'm talking about, we as children of God, how do we use the expression for love? Do we use any of these? No. We're just coming like boof bath. It's just like a boof bath thing. We don't use this captivating quote. Just even borrow them. Borrow some of Solomon stuff. Especially some of our male in the church. Marita said great feeling. In the church, can you just use your eyes look like a dove. Man, I would have feel so good when you say, oh, your eyes look like a dove. The man said, let me kiss you, man, with the kisses, because your lips is sweeter than wine. Exactly how they do this, Sophie. Exactly, because nobody not teaching them. Nobody's there to teach them that there must be a difference when it comes to that time as children of God in the house of. We are afraid to speak about it. We're afraid of ourselves. Let me give you another verse. Another one that I love. Listen what he says now. The man that describe all the teeth. Listen what him say. Thy teeth are like a flock of sheep that are even shown, which came up from the washing, whereof everyone bear twins, and none is like barren among them. The man said, thy teeth are like the flock of the sheep. Lord, all the teeth, the man, we don't know nothing. Lord of mercy here tonight. The man, I make him love and feel good. The man, I make him love and feel what? Good. Listen to this one. Thy lips are like a thread of scarlet. Anybody ever tell you that your lip is like a thread of scarlet? Your lips is like a thread of scarlet, and thy speech is comely. Thy temples are like a piece of pranganat within my locks. What a piece of romance that. Lord of mercy. You know, I behave myself on the life. I don't really want to go into that all out. But some people believe in it. Some people believe. And as the caller and the live just talk about our culture. Our culture in Jamaica. These men don't know how to love. Them have to ask Solomon. But they can't even answer me talk about the men in the church. We are not reading the book. We are afraid to read from the book of Solomon. And that is what I'm saying here tonight. If you ever just practice some of this into the marriage, in the church. Because people like when each one compliment each other. So if they not even know what, they don't really know. Let me tell you. First of all, some men are not tender. Some men are not tender and gentle. Yeah, that's why you were saying it's a culture. Yeah, it's a culture and different love language. No, every man is a talker. You have a right thing. That's all them can do. Talk. Beverly said teeth is white and lip is pink. The man, listen all the man that describe the thing, man. We can borrow some of them. We can borrow some of them since we never learned it. Listen, man said, the lips are like the thread of scarlet. And you know scarlet red. Hallelujah. Oh my God. I love this thing here tonight, man. I must be talking to somebody on this live here tonight. You say tonight after you come off of this live, those of you who are married and have your spouse, I want you to use some of these to charm your partner tonight. Yes, Marita. Listen verse 4. Listen verse 4 of chapter 4 of Solomon. Listen what he said. Thy neck is like the tower of David building. Oh my God. Listen this now. For an armored whereon they hang thousand of buckler, or the shield of mighty man. Thy neck is like the tower of David building. Imagine that. Imagine my husband and me, I tell me, oh baby, I like your teeth is like all my teeth the man are describing them. Now tell me now, if we begin to practice these things in our marriages in the church and compliment each other, the marriage, them would not break up so often. Thumbs up the life for me now, man. Just give me a little support by thumbs up the life. Talk to me now. Let's be real. If every time we are compliment each other, some way, and I just got jump like some wild animal. And I get them a teaching now, else, you know. I'm going to come here. Pat said, I have been in teaching and Solomon. I wish I could find back that book. I want you to find it back, Pat. Listen to this now, my people. Thy two breasts are like the two young roes that are between, which feed among the lilies. Oh my God. Oh my God. Let me read this one again. Listen to this one. Thy two breasts are like two young roes that are twins. They feed among the lilies. Do you hear that one? And listen how long you want to be there. Until the day break and the shadow flee away, I will get me to the mountain of myrrh and to the hill of frankincense. What a piece of romance are gone. What a way the Christian them live happy. What a way the Christian them compliment wife and husband. What a thing are gone. What a thing are gone. Jennifer says Solomon is a real lover guy, man. Now that's why, hey, that's why woman, that's why I have so much man. The man know him trade. Let me. Thou art all fair, my love. There is no spoil in thee. And just describe the woman, and then at the end of the day, I said to the woman, look here. You just fair all over. Your teeth them nice. Your neck feel nice. A bit. Let me see. The two breasts is nice. The man just lay it out, you know. The man just lay it out. Babette said he was very romantic. Somebody better teach some of the husband to read it and learn it. Barbara said, my man speaking Spanish when and that's all they can do, speaking in Spanish. And always say, mommy, I love it. Keisha said, Auntie Jen, it goes back to the culture. Different love language. Not every man is a talker. A man might look at your intent and gently hold you close. I'm not saying no, but I tell you something. The spoken word can almost melt you like butter. Oh, some of you don't understand at the level we may talk about now. Let me tell you something. The charming word from any one of your lips can melt you like a butter. What do I mean when I say that? Marita, understand what I'm saying. I am saying for the church people, then when I want to come out of them closet and start to open their mouth, it's not only for shout, but I love the spoken word. I want to hear it. I want to hear it. People, I want to hear it. What am I saying? I want to hear it. It is how we're going to develop the relationship, you know. The church marriage relationship. How we go about it. We see it now work and we not even try to integrate something into it. Come on, man. We got to do better. Oh, I feel like Everything about speaking in tongues and lock down lick down the wall of the bench them in the place and run up and down and act crazy, and then when you reach home you can't even compliment your wife can't even compliment the husband. Imagine we all get ready to go out and you can't look at me and me say, babe, how do I look? You're alright man, you're alright man. You can't even say, boy, you're looking good baby. You'll be my first compliment. Yes, Keisha, you can call back. Be my compliment. And that is the reason why, because we don't learn to compliment each other. And even sometimes when we're married and when you take the virgin girl and you get married and then she start to have children, her body shape start to change, and because we never used to compliment each other, we not even understand when changes come or to maneuver ourselves. It need more spice. It need more spice. It needs more spice. Go ahead and call Keisha. Call back. I'm waiting. It need more spice. Don't Marita. It need more spice, man. Take some of the love look thing out of this book here. Out of the book of Solomon and spice up the church marriage then. Exactly what you need to wear. What your husband want to see you in. What make him feel like him seeing his wife. And stop, go to church, go make pastor dress on her. Alright, that's for another topic. You can call Keisha. Let me finish. Let me know. Listen to this now. Verse 11. Go ahead, Keisha.
Hi, Auntie Jenna. I wanted to make a point. Good night again, everyone. Auntie, I wanted to say that when I mention different love languages, I think the fact that you're teaching is important and it's good, but also how people relate will not necessarily by words. That's what I mean when I say love language, because okay, a man will come and he tells you, oh, like some of the stuff that Solomon would have said, how your lips look and so on. But there's another man that will look intently at you. Look at, intently. He look at you intently, up and down, and then he just embrace you tightly, but gentle still. And that is his way of expressing the very same thing that Solomon is saying. So that's why I speak about the love language. Everybody is different. So they might not speak, and then again, back to the culture. Men are not very expressive in terms of their words. So a lot of them are never ever going to say nice things. They might do nice things. That's the point I want to make.
Yeah, I understand what you're saying, Keisha. And I'm not saying they have to use the exact word that I am reading. But what I really want to drive at is how dry and barren some of us going to love making. Maybe you don't even understand what I'm trying to say. We just take off our clothes and jump into the bed and back.
Because it's a culture, Auntie. It's a culture.
But if we are studying the Word of God, no, it should make a difference with us when we genuinely love each other. That love should be not only to talk about, not only we love God and we love our neighbor and all of that. What about loving your spouse in a different way? How about learning to express yourself? Are we gonna allow this culture? Are we gonna allow this culture to be a barrier that all you hear about man for have enough girl in a bungle, girl from Riemann, girl from jungle? And you just running at them and you just, come on. We got, some of us ladies have to set a standard now of what we really want.
True, Auntie.
From our spouse. We're going, if we see that they are lacking, And like for me, boy, I don't know who going to want me, because honestly, the next person will come my way. I'm going to take it very deep.
Too high, man.
I am going to go very deep and wide, sister. So I'm going to understand what I mean from the day after. When we start quoting and go for dinner, I'm going to lay it right down there. So he will understand what we are about when we get there.
Okay. Auntie, I have a question to ask you.
Go ahead.
Right? Because you're in the church.
Yes.
Do you believe that majority, I'm saying majority because I believe a few really do love their spouse. Do you believe majority of the people in the church love their spouse? Because I, honest to God, don't think so. And let me tell you why. I think that people going to church and they're human, they are coming from the world, so they have worldly tendencies, so they're fooling around with people, right?
Yeah.
And the pastor might find out and force them to get married, or insist that they get married, when really and truly they were just fooling around. They didn't love each other. They didn't find love. So I don't think that majority of the people that are in church, that going to church and say they're married, are in love. I don't think so. I think that's a part of the drawback as well.
I agree with you.
That's my view.
I agree with you. I agree with you. I agree with you 100%. And maybe somebody on the live not going to agree, but I agree, and I'm going to tell you why I agree with you 100%. I have seen a lot of cases. Yes. Over the years where people, I would even discuss it on this live. People get into some little stuff because of lack of knowledge. And what the church try to do, especially if a brother and a sister fall sexually, and pregnancy come and all of those things, and in order to them to hide the shame, it is best for them to get married. So it wasn't half love, because I want to say this to all of us on this live. Not because a man see you and say, "Hi baby, you're looking good," mean that is love, Man have something called ego.
Right.
And if they see, sometimes they just run them out, and they never mean nothing, but they say that you're easy and then just do a thing. Never mean that they want you to be wives. And a lot of this does happen in the church, and it's the truth. So you're on point.
Okay, so that's what I wanted to say. So I think there's not much love there, and because if you notice, Auntie, do you think that the people in the so-called world relationship lasts longer than some people in the church or what?
We were discussing that a few nights ago among myself and a few. We were saying the truth is, Pat says she agree 100%. A lot of those who are there, they grew up with a moral standard. There are people who are not in the church, but because they were grown up a family bond unit, they don't believe in getting children out of wedlock. They believe in committed to one partner for a lifetime. And they maintain that all the way through. They are not Christian, but they have a moral standard, principle, and discipline that they believe in, and they continue in that. Now the church don't really build it up off of morals and standard. They are trying to say to avoid fornication. That means sex out of marriage. Let every man have their own wives. But it's not built up on a solid foundation of principle and moral, and for them to understand it from a depth other than to go into the bed. It's not all like a lot of them marry just to go to bed.
True, exactly.
So
and I think a lot of it is facade as well, meaning in order to look very good in church and to look like what a church family should be looking like, there are people pretending in there because you don't want to see them around the corner. They hate each other. They hate each other.
Sister, you are on point. It's the truth, and it is nothing but the truth. It is nothing but the truth.
Okay, Auntie, that's my point.
Thank again for sharing.
Okay.
Right. So
can you hang up, Auntie, please? Hang up. I'm having trouble hang up.
Okay then, all right. Yes, back to what we're saying. I love this tonight. I really love this. And we're getting something from it tonight on relationship in the church, especially. The truth is the truth. We are failing. And I am saying, if they could even just read some of it, I'm not saying they're going to use the same expression, but it's a way to show how there's more to it than just jumping at the bed, man. There's more to it, people of God. You cannot hide from your own self. Let me read a couple more of the verses. Listen what he said. Thy lips, verse 11. Thy lips, O my spouse, drop as the honeycomb. Honey and milk are under thy tongue, and the smell of thy garment is like the smell of Lebanon. My God. Let me read this one again, make you hear it. I'm in chapter 4, verse 11 said, Thy lips, O my spouse. You hear that? Thy lip, O my spouse, drop as the honeycomb. Honey and milk are under thy tongue, and the smell of thy garment is like the smell of Lebanon. Well, that's a good question, I think him give them the same kind of. You see, when you hear about Solomon have all these women, it wasn't that him have them one time, I think there's a misunderstanding and a misconcept that it looked like I just one time he have them. It's a process of time and between some time span. Over time, this is what the accumulation was all about. Asking me if they have all of them. In those days, it wasn't a situation that it was like you go take a marriage vow. The culture of the time was that once you're intimate with a woman, the woman would be called your wife. So it wasn't like you go before a pastor and take, oh, I will until death we part and all of those things. But there were some who were more, alright, the more you're involved with them, those one would be called more of a wife. I did a study on it once, the culture. I don't have my man and custom book here tonight. And those who never have that much interest in, but look at all the Queen of Sheba. Queen of Sheba left all her way come just to come see Solomon. So some of these women just run him down. And I really him look them, because of his wisdom and what he have to offer, man. Everybody. I wonder if Jennifer is understanding what I'm saying. That's why I said when we're studying, we need a book called Manner and Custom. I have lost mine. I can't find it. I loan it to someone. I promise not to lend my book them that are important to me out, but so I don't even have it. I'm going to look on Amazon. If I find it back, I definitely have to purchase back a copy of that book. Manner and Custom of the Bible. Things like this, it will help you to understand what was happening at a particular time, in history back. Alright, so let me continue. He said in verse 10, "Oh, fear is thy love, my sister, my spouse. How much better is thy love than wine, and the smell of thine ointment than all spice." I think I said it the other day when I was teaching a particular stuff. When I said us as ladies, and the man too, but I put the emphasis on us ladies more than the man. I tell you what, teacher said, him was a PP. Alright, understand what you're trying to say. Every woman want him. Yeah, every woman want him. So you come in with him just, yeah, that's what it was. I was saying to us, The church need to teach this. You see them only part where woman never wear on them head and then all go to them bed with their head tied. Only if stop it. Stop it. What am I saying on this life? The church folks in relationship, in marriage, need to take a different approach and how we are handling ourselves in the body of Christ. We need to stop some of the foolishness that we are doing. Ladies going to bed with some long old something sweep on the floor with them. Just come from church and them head smell moldy under the hat and they not even understand how to take a look at something. Oh, why? Clean to go to your bed and some, you see how the man say now, the smell of the woman. Let me find back the verse when I just read. You smell like the garment, your garment. And the smell of thy garment is like the smell of the Lebanon. You know why? Oh, you're so bad, Keisha. He was like Philip. You have to make them know which one I Philip now. I mean know which one I Philip you're talking. So then just come and he just grab him and then go. He didn't really say he want to be. But through the Bible put it, it was recorded where we just believe say maybe me have all of them in a one all. Maybe a couple of them were there, but not everybody. I just saw him pass through. You need to refresh. Wives in the church. Am I talking to the wife? Wife, you need to smell fresh and nice. And husband likewise. But most of the time, I am putting it squarely on the female because we don't understand and we don't have anybody to teach us. Marita said foolish. You have to be foolish. We are going to bed in a tired for, I talk it the other day, someone said for the hairstyle. Well, that's not different. I'm not talking about the hairstyle and all of that. I talk about because of how you said the word of God said woman must always cover them head. And even when you're in your bed, you have to go wake up in the night and pray. So you go on your bed with your head tied up and all that. So don't stop your foolishness. So you hear me telling you? Stop your foolishness. I say you must stop the foolishness. It is causing a lot of the marriages in the church to break up. Too much dissolution in the church of the living God. Keisha said don't mix. A brother once who ended up in a divorce once was talking to me and he said he had to leave the wife because he couldn't put up with no more foolishness. You know, I see him send me a message since today on Facebook, you know. I was talking about him since this week, but he migrated to the United States. He said, you know, it was Valentine's, people on this life. So, you know, he went out and he buy nice lingering set and take for the wife. When he carry it home and the woman open, he asked the husband, who him buy it for? He said, your own. He said, I'll go wear it. He said, you. She said, no. Because she's a Christian, so she not to wear it. Listen to me. Let me sit up a little. Okay, here. Yeah, Jennifer, you come up with a good story here. I heard that already too. They say angel will not visit them without their head tied. We as the people of God, if we want the relationship to work in the church, we got to change these type of arrogance around us. As ladies, stop going to your bed with your head tied up, with your head smell bad, with it at where you just come from church, jump up and sweat up, take a little piece of damp something and wipe it, and you must have some ear spray, or if I even want olive oil and spray up yourself, clean up your little armpit and, you know what I mean, fix up and smell lovely and nice and fresh. To heavenly minded man and no earthly good. Too heavenly minded and no earthly good. You notice nowadays people, not even the pastor and the bishop then can keep marriage. Very rare you walk into a church where the pastor and the bishop are married 2 or 3 times. Ask them what make them can keep their marriage. Ask them why they cannot keep their marriages. Thumbs up the life for me, man. Thumbs up the life. So let me find more verse. Let me give on since Keisha said, I think they don't love the man. Have you ever? No. And I think I'm going to agree in a sense that they don't really love the man. They are thinking more on what they were taught that they had. Like, you know, there's a certain preacher on this very platform who, as you see, you can know who go to that church. Because when you see them on the street, you're going to know them. Everywhere them are go their head tie up. And it's the same thing they do, I go to them bed. Because the pastor teach them that. So they don't know any better, Keisha, in how to handle themselves. Because they are doing what pastor say. Not knowing that pastor cannot keep their marriage and them have to keep it themselves. And it's the way how you angle it. You have to put some spice in it. Why the church really needs some teaching on this. May I tell you the truth. Let me go further and show you what Solomon say. The forbidden, I could call it the forbidden book. Let me read this one. Chapter 7 said, now he talk about the foot. He said, oh beautiful. Pastor wife sleep naked. Cannot make loving clothes. Marita, you can't make loving. At the time, what can make loving? I show you how ignorant the church somebody is to tell. Sometimes I say, Lord, I thank you for your wisdom and your knowledge and the answer. Because I can't believe that me did really want part of it one at a time. Was as stupid as ever. You know that when if then some not go to beach, pastor say you can't go to beach because you're going to expose yourself. And if they do go to beach, they have to go in the sea in their clothes. Can anybody swim in a clothes? You can't swim in a skirt. I'm not saying you must go walk and expose as you know some people are, but you want to tell me you can't put on a little tights or a little one of them, something will reach right here, so and go swim. So same way they can go swim, and same way they go them bed. Then you hear them come, Pastor, may I beg you for prayer for my marriage, you know, because things now go good. I want them come to me because me know how to ask them all of the questions. Because me go ask her what making now work. Because me know I make enough of them now work. Long tights and long skirt. I go to bed. And pyjama. Going to bed. So Pastor, what you want for to sleep naked all night? I'm not saying you to sleep naked all night, no. I would never tell anybody to sleep naked all night. But if you choose to do that, fine. But within the moment, let the moment be exciting moment. That's what I'm trying to say. Within that moment, let the moment be what? Exciting. That's what I'm saying. on the live tonight. Let me see. Anybody else want to call in and share about relationship, church relationship? Well, everybody, thank you, Marita, for joining in. Anybody else on the live want to talk about anything else you want to talk about? We are talking about 3 things tonight. Relationships. The book of Solomon White is not read in the church. And should Christian use false things? Barbara said, angel can visit you anytime. I can testify to that. I was sitting in my kitchen wondering how angel wing look like. And I saw the wing of the angel stretch out in front of me, white as snow. Barbara, it's just lack of knowledge. The word of God said, my people perish because of what? Lack of knowledge. Lack of knowledge. Lack of knowledge. My people perish for. You know, me there I talk to Jennifer. It look like me I have to try to say for one man we come. Me I have to try to say for somebody we come away, you know. Like most of who me have for my life coming like a single thing, you know. We need to think about getting, cause I'll tell you, he wouldn't miss out on nothing, you know. I can't tell him that. That person wouldn't miss out on nothing. Marita laugh. Well, I say all of them may I get married, so why couldn't I? Jennifer laugh out. Yes, because now you all know how we're going to treat them. They would be getting, man, a king's treatment they're going to get. We're going to treat them like kings. Meaning that when we treat them a particular way, and it's just word speaking, and let's say them go to the road for go try and cheat, who out there don't have them a type of something to give them, so they still have to stay right there. Because that is what a lot of us don't understand, you know, is when them go out there and get better treatment, they don't want to come back. When they go out there and get better treatment, they do not want to come back home. But when you are well taught and understand, it may be something on our part that we're going to have to impart to them. When we see that they don't really know, as let me say again, as Keisha was saying, because of the culture that we grew up in Jamaica, a lot of our men don't really understand. Good evening, ER. How are you, baby? A lot of them don't really understand what is relationship, how they should treat. A lot of men don't know how to treat their women. Likewise, a lot of women do not understand that they should how to treat their men. Especially I'm talking about relationship in the church, it means wife and husband. We have a duty to perform. Thumbs up the live while I come in. 34 and 14 live. We must can get it up to 20. Yes, ER. We don't read from the book of Solomon. We ignore it. And I'm saying, if we become the church, apart from our culture and our tradition, but we are saying, if any man be in Christ, he is a new creature. All things are passed away, and behold, all things come new. And then we say that the book is our manual and it's our guideline. You mean you're not reading the book? Because if you were reading the book, you would have said, boy, I saw Solomon did call. Boy, did have a holy power man, but him know if you treat them good man, he treat you man good man. The man there, the man a superstar. Isaac, what is your problem? What the hell? What is your problem? Isaac, what is your problem? You come on, you just come on and say, what's the L? You need to please your husbands. You need to please your husbands. You need to please your husbands. Wives need to please their husband. Do your best. So at the end of the day, if it's, let's say it not go well, you leave with nothing in you to say, boy, what is it I could have done better that I haven't done? Why it never worked? You put your best into it so you're not at fault. So let me see first. Let me anybody want to call in and sharing? Sometimes the home they grow up in, they don't know what is love. And as Keisha was saying before, that never have anybody to hug you, embrace you, you know, make you feel that sense of belonging. Do not get that sense of belonging. So when you grow into adulthood, you do the same thing. You don't know how to, you know, in most cases. In most cases. So for those who just come in, we're talking about relationship. We're talking about the book of Solomon, why it is not read in the churches. Yeah, you have just joined. But why you think they don't read the book of Solomon that much in the churches? Why? Why is it the book of Solomon not read more frequently in the church? Why is it? There's a lot of depths in this book, you know, in the book of Solomon, you know, that I would not even go into because some people won't understand it. But if you read it, you will get some of the understanding what Solomon is saying. Let me see who sent me a message. Hi. Anybody want to call in? Most consider it dirty. That's, oh, Sophie. Give you a hand clap for that. That's what a lot of them think. Even though them still run it down, you know. It's the same thing when them say dirty, they still run it down, you know. Still run it down. A lot of these people leading the people astray. Honestly, they're leading them astray. They are leading the people astray. They are saying it is honorable to do, and at the end of the day, they don't want to talk about it because it is dirty. So how could it be honorable and then it is dirty? You know, so that the people them confused. Oh, ER said they don't like because it talk about breasts and all of that. So then enough to talk about what we are doing. It must tell us what we are doing. Why are we afraid of this thing in the church? Why are we afraid to talk about the things like this in the church? I need a pastor to talk to me. Why? Why can't I talk in the church that thy lips are like a thread of scarlet? Why can't I say thy teeth are like the flock of the sheep? Why can't I say thy two breasts are like two roes that are twins which feed among the lilies? Are you saying that the church is telling us that we should be afraid of ourselves? Yeah, they used to tell us that the baby then come out and play. Oh, remember them days? Who remember those days? The baby come out and playing. And what they used to tell me again, and not only playing alone, they used to say the baby one. Buy the baby. The church have some of them same Hanansi story in the church. Grandpa tell me that grandma said baby drop from the sky. Yes. That's what them tell we. So the church I tell the people them, go on your bed in no clothes. Go on your bed in your clothes. Because nowadays some women, now especially the younger one, they now wear no clothes on the road. The young one them now wear no clothes on the road. So no continue go on your bed in no clothes. Here, continue go to your bed in your clothes. Them woman them outside and walk naked for your husband see them. Do you hear what I said? Let me repeat myself. Those of you who want to continue go to your bed because church tell you so you have to go to your bed in your clothes. Continue go to your bed in your clothes because guess what? When your husband go to the road, a whole heap of people out there with half naked when I see on the road. When you in your bed, in your clothes. Church. Oh, nobody nice say nothing upon the live. I don't hear what I just said a while ago. Let me repeat it again. Since the pastor tell us to be saved and sanctified, you go to your bed in your clothes. I am saying to you, continue go to your bed in your clothes with your husband. When him go to the road, he will see them walk naked and he will see what he want to see. So he said that's why sister lose their husband. So the angel won't visit them in the night. Eh? Madness. Mashing up the marriage them in the church. You can't tell nobody. Listen to me. My grandson was 4 years old. And one night we were all in the living room watching TVJ News. One time TVJ, one little advertisement used to come on and say, TVJ bad from them born. I don't remember. Here my grandson tell me, Grandma, so how do I talk about TVJ bad from them born? After TV can ban, Uncle people born, 4-year-old. 4-year-old. At that time, 4-year-old. Listen to the ads on the TV saying TVJ bad from them born. And he realized and he said, TV can't have baby. And people have baby. Even though not that the ads mean, but in a film like a mind and where I look at. They can't tell none of this generation about they come out on a plane. Them the days done. Tell what about come out a plane. I'll go with them color and fool cause we I tell you what, I never really understand how baby born, you know. And I was living with my grandmother at the time in Laudersville, St. Catherine. And my cousin went back to Clarendon. And when she came back, She said to me, say, I lie them I tell, I don't know buy no baby buy. A born them born. Out of them belly them born. But the same time, she never know more than say out of the belly, but at least we are catch on to something. We still never know how, but we think more or less they cut the belly and the baby come out. But she go and get some little knowledge from somewhere and come back and share it with me and tell me that it's not by them buying a baby, a born them born out of the belly. You can't fool none of this generation with this nonsense. None. The church need to stop it and teach people how they should treat one another as wife and husband. As wives and husband. Teach our sisters how to handle themselves in the home and teach our brother what they should do in return. But we are left hanging in our balance and balance. It is right to do it, and at the same time you're gonna tell them that something else is wrong to do after it was right to get married. But after you get married, there is still something wrong in what you are to do. Make no sense. It make no sense, people. This generation will twist you all up and laugh at you. If they will twist you, you think they will listen to the pastor talk no nonsense? Keisha said another reason why the church doesn't discuss sex is because it's subjective like politics. It shouldn't be though, you know. Because I tell you something, sex is the main ingredients. Let me say that again. It is the main ingredients in a relationship. Are the icing on the cake that? Somebody say, why we you want a cake look good? You bake the cake and just put it down. But you see when you decorate that cake and with the icing and you put those nice fancy little things, sometimes the cake not even tastes good. But because of how it look with the icing, with the pretty flowers and all of that on it, it draw your attention. And that's why you're going to say, you know what, I want you to sell me that cake. When you buy, it's the icing and the cake. It is the icing and the cake for church people. Stop this foolish, arrogant, oh my God. I don't want to get crazy tonight. But I see this thing over and over. And the church is bleeding because nobody wants to talk about love, romance and all of that in the church. And teach the people how they should maneuver themselves. And get out of this culture barrier. I just run, go jump in a bed like we're some wild animal. Get out of the culture barrier. I just jump up, whop, 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 whop. Church need to get out of this barrier. Are you here? Anybody want to share anything? We are almost out of time now because I can't stay on all that long and late with you tonight because I have to get to bed because, you know, I have my assignment set out for me for tomorrow. But I have to talk about it, man. Nonsense, man. We skip over every book in the Bible and we never stop in the book of Solomon because we are too afraid to read the book. Because we are going to hear what we don't want to hear, and we don't want the children to hear, and we don't want this to hear, that let him kiss me with the kisses of his lips. And we don't want to hear about the two breasts are like two twins. Hello.
Hello, Auntie
Oh,
Jen, it's
how,
Barbara.
how are you doing? Yeah, I see ya.
I just want to elaborate a little on the facts that
Yes.
you are talking. You know, I born and grew in Jamaica, St. James,
Yes.
and my mom left us when we were babies, and she left us with my auntie, which I call mom, and she was so strict with the cleanliness and doing the chores and stuff, and so that sinked into me. So I live in Boston now, and let me tell you something. The, I never got that cleanliness teaching out of me. So when I'm with my husband, my house is clean. My bedroom is clean. I make the bed. Sometimes he doesn't want. He don't know if he should go in it or sit on and wait for me. And I'm telling you, I put rose petals, different color rose petals, and I put candles around.
One moment. Let me. This thing here giving me problem. One minute.
So my husband, he always compliments me, but I do more of the complimenting as well. Very deep complimenting. You know what I mean? And that's what you're trying to teach. People have to be clean when they're going to their bed, smelling good to entice their husband.
Yes.
Now, you know what? My husband, he'll never leave me. And if he go out there and cheat, he'll come back. Because he knows there's no one else like Barbara.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I like this, man. That's it, girl.
Yeah, I always do love smelling fresh and good and looking sexy for my husband. And yes, and that turns him on, and it makes me feel good. And we just don't jump into bed. I might even put up a glass of champagne right there with 2 glasses. And don't forget, I have my candlelight. And everything is low key.
You sound like the romantic girl. You need to get these
reminisce, and then he's all over me, and it's going to keep your husband. You'll be nice and clean when you go to bed. Keep your house clean. Safe to say.
What happened to this thing? Alright, let me. She gone? Barbara, you just cut off and I'm hearing you. Something cut off and I'm hearing. Where go wrong? Let me see if I can get back Barbara.
Pastor Rose, Miss Marita, I am so happy that you availed yourself to do this topic, because I'm telling you, the church is gone to nothing when it comes to these things. They don't want to hear about love making, Pastor. And I'm going to tell you the truth, if we were teaching these things, we would never have so much marriage divorce and marriage fail, because many people don't even know how to keep a relationship. I'm telling you, and this topic, I mean, I'm so happy to know that you avail yourself, that the Lord can use it to come over on your life and taught these things. I mean, if everyone who pastors or leaders in the church would do these, you know, these sessions with the church people, we would know better. We would know better. A lot of people don't want to talk about sex because they think it's a messy or a dirty thing. But sex is honorable, sex is good. But it's when you're in the church now, it takes a married couple to do the sex. And before you're married, you have to talk about the sex, you have to talk about the love making. That means that when you get into a relationship, you know exactly what to do. So I am telling you, Pastor, keep on doing what you're doing, girl. The Lord is going to extend you more and more and more. And to God be the glory, great things He has been doing in your life through this life. God bless you, love you.
Thank you so much, Marita. Blessing to you. I don't know what happened to Barbara. Barbara just get cut off, and I was so interested in what Barbara was saying. You hear, if Barbara, if you're still on the live, I don't know what happened, you just get cut off. But I like how Barbara also come across. You listen to people on the live, how Barbara spoke about how she fix up her bed. She fix up, she put like a petal, make the man feel good. She have a little wine and a little something. And let me say, not only that, let me say something to some of our holy roller born again believer in the liberated power of Jesus' name. Let me talk to you. I'm coming down, but let me talk to you. Do you know that you can have I'm not saying you must doing it all the while, but I like a Saturday evening like this or a Sunday evening, or can you maybe work, both of you? Barbara know how to love, man. Barbara need to go around and go in some of these churches and teach these young people. They need teaching. Do you know that it's not only gospel music you can play sometimes? In the comfort of your home, in the comfort of your bedroom. Let me say if anybody on this live understand what I'm saying. Anybody understand? Oh, Holy Ghost people them now understand me at all. You know, when I was learning to play the guitar, there was a Rasta man teaching me to play the guitar. I was young, and he said to me, I'm not teach you to play no gospel. Bobby said, oh yes, that is how it's supposed to be. She's so romantic. It's a practice, so it become a part of you. I don't remember, I think it's Anne Murray sing the song, you know. I don't quite remember if it's Anne Murray sing the song. But I remember a part of it. If any of you on the live know the song, you can let me know. But the part of it, I can remember part of it. I don't remember how it started. What they say, thrills run up my spine. Don't you know that I love you so? I won't be happy until you're mine. That in my heart, you give my heart. Something like that. I mean, I remember the whole thing, but I'm going to teach me to play, because guess what? The song have a lot of changing. So by teaching me that, when you know how to change from C to G and all of this and it was showing it to me, but it was that song. He said, I'm not teaching the gospel, you're going to learn to play. Because on the whole on the outside church just going like I said, on no say on know a love song and sing your partner a love song. At that time me so much in the old fashioned thing, because you know the old school thing, you know. So you just believe what pastor said, that we have to be separated and come out from among them, and we don't have to do the things with them and do, when it's not really what the scripture means. That's not what the scripture means. And yeah, you know that song that I was just saying. Yeah, yes, Barbara, I understand how you just cut off like that, man. Wow. But we get what you were saying. Everybody is saying you sound romantic and you sound very nice, and that's how it should be. And for any of you who are struggling in your marriage in the church right now, take a new approach to it and watch if it no work. Let your husband see a change in you. Start follow some of what Barbara just said. Spread up your bed, make it nice. Put petals in it. Put on good lighting and all those stuff. And make their ambience of love flowing. Yes, Jennifer, write your name across my heart. Show the world that you are mine forever. Da, 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 da. You know that even some people have marriage, and at the marriage ceremony, they only play gospel music. They would have never play one nice Lord of mercy. Come on, people, we have to stop this madness. Write your name across my heart. The more romantic you get, Church of God, is the more you will bond that person with you. Let me say that again. The more romantic you get, is the more you will bond your spouse with you. Are you hearing what I'm saying here? Let me say it again. To some of you Holy Ghost people. Mary say, yes, I know. The more you become romantic, is the more the marriage will last. Emiliano, I don't know if I'm pronouncing the name right. Hello to you. Are you hearing me? Are you hearing what I'm saying here? Well, anyway, you know me have to leave all of you tonight. Yes. Don't plan us to go more than 2 hours tonight. I'm going to take a little while, and by 10 o'clock I need to be fast asleep. I'm a disciplined person, you know. Yeah, I'm a disciplined person. I know that I have my day for me tomorrow is going to be long. Yeah. I'm going to one section in the morning, one in the midday, and one in the night tomorrow. You don't speak English, no comprehend Espanol. The older the marriage, the more romantic it should be. Yeah, because we should be bonding long ago. Alright, so this should be an eye-opener for the body of Christ. Those of you who can pass it on, you can let them listen to this. You can let them learn, let them read. Tell them read the book. Go in the book and learn and read. Some of us are still shy. Shy for what? I know what you're saying in the ER. I know what you're saying. I know what you're saying. To God be all the glory. Great things He have done. Alright, my viewers, my friends, and my subscriber. It was a pleasure, first timer. If you have not yet subscribed to this channel, Life with Jennifer JM, I want you to subscribe to the channel, like the channel, thumbs up the live, share it with a friend. If all being well, for those who come, I don't know, we are here 6:30 in the mornings, from Monday to Friday with Bible teaching, and we're invited to come on over in the morning and join us. You will love it. Yeah. Thank you all for joining, and it was a pleasure being with you. For those of you, you know you have work to do. Work on the marriage. Work on it. Work on it. Work on it. What I'm saying here tonight, work on your marriage. Spice it up. Spice it up. Keep your bedroom clean and fresh and nice. And yourself. Are you hearing me? Alright. So God bless and keep you until we see each other again. Goodbye everyone. Goodbye ER. Goodbye Pat. Goodbye Babette. Goodbye Barbara. Goodbye, Jennifer, Marita, Marcia, Keisha, Patricia, Gus, ER. Don't want to leave anybody out. The Anson, Sophie, Marcia Brown. All right, everybody on the live. If I didn't call your name, I don't leave you out. Good night, good night, good night. Have a good night, ER. Have a good night, everyone. Let your sleep be sweet tonight and be more romantic tonight, yeah, to your lover. Let him kiss me with the kisses of his lip. For thy kiss is sweeter than wine. Just remember those words from the book of Solomon tonight. Have a good night and I'll see you again. Bye.